Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. We're going to go ahead and continue. I don't think I'm going to stop playing this system until it actually loses. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm just going to keep playing it and playing it and playing it. I'm going to play inflation again. Same $30,000 buy-in. We've played 4 sessions. We are up $17,000, about $17,400 in 4 sessions. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue to play inflation. Here we go. For those of you that haven't seen this, you'll pick up on it pretty easy. We inflate as we bet each number. Once we get all of the numbers done, we come down. Now, the last session that we played a crapless way, where we included the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. And it went pretty good. I know that there are some negativities to crapless, but there's also some very positive things. And I'm picking up on that. So I think you guys are going to start seeing me play some of the crapless because I'm kind of analyzing certain things about the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. I actually really like those involved, and I'm going to play that in a laddering way where I'm going to be counting how often that they hit. So when they go a long time without hitting, we're going to start betting them and laddering them up. I see that as a vulnerability for the casino, so we'll take advantage of that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with today's session. Here we go. Okay, the point will be a 5. Let the games begin. Now, a lot of you guys too, you won't be able to play what you're about to see because you'll chicken out when things are going bad. You'll start getting destroyed, and you'll probably end up saying, screw this strategy, which is understandable. But when you keep watching me, you'll understand how the system works out, okay? You need a nice, big, fat bankroll. All right, here we go. We're going to get started. We're going to start with level 1, okay? I'm going to go $30 on a 6. Okay, we're going to 7. Okay, $30 loss. Comes the new shooter. New shooter throws a 9. Okay, we got to go to level 2. So we're going to go $50 on a 5. We're going to hit the 6. Okay, we're going to go $60 on an 8. There is an 11. We're going to go 90 on the 6. We're going to throw a 4. Okay, we're going to put 100 on the 9. And we're going to hit the 9, which is the point. Now, we do not work come outs. We do not work come outs. We're going to get 140. Okay, here we go. This is the come out. The come out will be a 6. Okay, we got to do our next bet, which is going to go on the 10, and we're going to use the 140 that we just received for free. So we're free rolling that 10. We're going to go ahead and bet the 10. Here we go. We're going to hit the 4. We don't have the 4, but we are going to have the 4 now because it's our final bet. Okay, so we're going to go 200 on the 4, and at this point there is no more wagering. We're looking to hit our numbers. Every time you hit a number, you come down. But you don't have to come down on the number that you hit if you think that number is a better play for you. You can come down on another number as long as you come down. Okay, it's going to be an 8. $70. Okay, I'm going to come down on the 5. I hit the 5. Okay, I have to come down on another number. I'll come down on the 4. I hit the 10. That's perfect. Okay, I've got, the 10 was a free roll, remember? I have $140 on it. I have $140 on that. We're going to come down from that, but we're going to get paid $280. Okay, we're going to rack that. Now we came down on the 10. That was the number we chose to come down on. Here we go. And we're going to throw the 7, and we can live with that. We want to hit them all, but we don't have to go up a ladder on that shooter. That shooter put us in profits. Okay. And we're good to go. Here's the next shooter. Okay, the point will be a 4. Okay, we're going to start back on level 1. There's a 4, that's the point. That was little t. Okay, we're going to be off. Okay, the new point is a 6. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do $30 on the 8. And we're going to hit the 8. That's going to pay $35. We're going to go ahead and do $50 on the 9. We're going to hit a 5, $35. Okay, we're going to do $75, $80, $90 on the 6. We're going to hit the 5 for another $35. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put $100 on the 10. We're going to hit an 8, $35. Okay, we're going to put $150 on the 4. There is no more betting. That's it. Okay, we're going to hit the 10. 10 going to pay $200. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come down from the 5. We're going to leave our $100 on that 10. We're going to try to hit that 10 twice. Okay, here we go. Okay, we hit the 5. That was only $35 that we would have won. It's no big deal. So what we're going to do, we have to remove another number. We have to. We're going to go ahead and remove the 9. We're going to hit the 6, which is the point. And we have $90 on that. So we're going to get 105. Okay, now we're going to be off, but we have to remove a number. We're going to remove the 6, the one that we just hit. We are off. Okay, point is a 9. Okay, here we go. Another 9. Okay, we have to remove a number. We're going to remove the 4. We're off. We're off on the 10. So the 10 was the one we wanted. So since we hit the 10, we're going to remove it because we were off on it, leaving us only the 8. So we know we're going to make money with this shooter. Okay, there's a 6, and we got to remove the 8. After every roll, you got to remove a number. All right? So at this point, you just start the system again. You can wait for a 7 if you want to. I don't really see the point in waiting. Okay, so there's a 3. We're going to come in, level 1. Okay, there's a 4. We'll go 60 on the 6. There's an 8. Okay, we're going to go 75 on the 9. We're going to hit the 8. We'll go 100 on the 4. And there's the 7. So came back and got us on that one. Okay, now that one requires us to go up if we weren't in profit. But we are in profit, so we're not going to go up. Okay, here we go. Hard 10. That hard 10's still coming. All right, so we're going to stay at level 1. Okay, there's an 8. Going to go 60 on the 8. A 4. We're going to go 75 on the 9. And we're going to hit the 9. That's going to pay 105. Okay, we're going to go with $100 on the 4. That's a 3. We're going to go 150 on the 6. We're going to hit a 3. And our final bet will be 200 on the 10. We're going to hit an 11. So we have to come down. Now that's a perfect example of the crap list, because you would be starting to wager your bonuses now on the crap list at the bigger amounts. So if you hit a 2, a 12, a 11, a 3, you make big money. Okay, so we've got to come off of one, all right? I'm going to come off the 10. Okay, there's a 7 right there. All right, so the casino got us again. That did not go well. We lost some money there. Okay, so in this particular case now, I'm going to go up. All right, I'm still in profit, but I'm going to go up now. All right, there's a 7 on the come out. A hard 10 again, guys. I'm telling you, man, if you guys been watching me lately, I don't know what's going on with that. That's called big T, by the way. A 2-2 is little t, and a 5-5 is big T. And then you got to follow it with Independenzal. All right? So that was big T in the Benzal. All right, so we're going to go $50 now. And you can start your first number with any number you want. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, that is going to pay us 70. Okay, we're going to do 75 on the 9. Okay, we hit a 6. We're going to go 120 on the 8. We're going to hit a 2. So right there, guys, you would have just hit your crapless. Well, no, you wouldn't have. That was the last shooter. Never mind. You wouldn't have hit it there because you would not have added the bonus yet. Unless you haven't seen bonus rolls for a long time. All right, so we're going to go 150 on the 6. Okay, we're going to hit the 6. Okay, that'll pay 175. We're going to use that for the 4. We only have the 10 left. Okay, there's an 11. We're going to put 200 on the 10. There is no more wagering. We're going to hit a 4. Okay, we've got 175 on that 4. Boom. Okay, we're going to come off of the 4. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit the 5. Okay, we have 50 on there. That's going to pay us 70. We're going to come off of the 5. The 9. 75 pays 105. We're going to come off of the 9. 8. 120 pays 140. We're going to go come off of the 10. 8 again. Another 140. Going to come off of the 8. 8 again. 3 8s in a row. And we're going to come off of the 6. Great shooter. We're definitely in profits, okay? I mean, it's, you know, you get any decent shooters, guys, you're going to make a killing, all right? The system is designed with the correct bankroll to just overcome, even if you get in a really cold table. Okay, here we go. What was the point? The point was a 10. We never threw a 7, so the point is going to remain a 7. You're just taking a 1-roll break. That's a 6, and you're going to begin back at level 1. Okay, there's a 9. That's what I like about the system is you're only starting with one number at a time. So if you throw an early 7, it's really no big deal. Okay, we'll go 60 on the 8. We're going to hit a 2. Okay, we're going to go 75 on the 9. We're going to hit a 6. We don't have a 6. We'll go 100 on the 4. We're going to hit a 5. We don't, yeah, we have a 5. We only have a quarter there. So we'll get 35. Okay, let's put 150 on the 6. We're going to throw a 4. Okay, that's $200. We're going to use that $200 to put on the last bet, which is the 10. And we're going to hit a 4 again, and now we get to pocket that money. Okay, that's 200, and we're going to come off of the 4. Okay, here we go. We threw an 8, a hard 8. Okay, we have 60 on there. That's going to pay 70. So we got to come off of a number. We're going to come off of the little 5. Okay, we're going to throw a 9. 75 pays 105. We're going to go ahead and come off of the 10, which is $200 on the 10. Here we go. Hard 8. It's 2 hard 8s. $70 again. We're going to come off of the 9. Okay, we hit the 10. We don't have a 10. That's the point. We have to remove a number. We're going to remove the 6. Okay, we're off on the come out. Point is a 10. Here we go. And there's a 7. Now, we wanted any number other than a 7 there, even if it was a 5, 4, 6, because we would have removed the 8, or we would have just let it ride. That's up to you, okay? In this case, we do give back 60, which is really no big deal, all right? So we're up, way up in money. We've been playing for 16 minutes. We're going to go ahead and cash out. This system is completely undefeated. This system is just a cash cow. I mean, it's just winning and winning and winning. When it goes cold and you see nothing but fast 7s and a ton of 7s, I recommend that you probably just leave. And when you see that on a table, I would go to a different table. Another thing that you want to do, guys, this is really important, okay? When you're playing a system that's all gas, no brakes, what you want to do is you want to get a feel for the table before you start playing it. So you want to go and observe the table, see how the dice are rolling. If you're seeing long rolls and you're seeing good things happening, start playing. If you're seeing the table just nothing but 7s and 7s and 7s, don't play this strategy. Play something else that would benefit you. Something like the 6-8 laying the 4 or the 6-8 laying the 10. Something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and cash out. I already can tell you from experience on how much, I already can tell from my rack on how much we have here. So this is 20,000, this is 2,000, so that's 22. This is 5 and this is 100. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and go here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put another 5,000 in the rack. Okay, so that puts me right here at 20, 25, 26, 27, 27, 5. So let's put another 1, 2, 2,000 in. Okay, so this is 5. This goes to 7. So now this is 27, 28, 29, 29, 5, 29, 6. Okay, so we need $400. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give them $400 right here. That completes our $30,000 buy-in. Okay, so all of our money's back. We're going to walk away with 500. Okay, that's 1,000. That's 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 1,760. Okay, and basically almost 20 minutes. Okay, so $1,760 that we're adding. Now we could easily got that up to $5,000. We really did not have to go high today, not at all. That was a very simple, easy win. We didn't even get into really any trouble. Some sessions are like that, and some sessions are a nightmare where you have to keep playing and going up and going up and going up and going up. And then finally you get that one shooter that gets all your money back and puts you out of the casino with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in your pocket. Okay, we're going to add $1,700 more to our 17,400. So we got 1,760. So we have a total of $19,160. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go ahead, for those of you that are still watching, and we're going to try to win another $800. And that will put us at $20,000 profit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play again. We're not going to cash out yet. It's sometimes can be very dangerous to do that, but in the long run, based on the way that this thing's playing out, I'm not really worried about it, okay? I'm not really worried about it. So we got to make a quick $800, and we're going to just start over. It's like we cashed out and we went to a different table, okay? Here we go. So we know that, hey, let's just try to get up to make it $20,000. So we need another $800, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to start it on level 1. Okay, there's a 9. I'm going to go 60 here. Okay, there's a 4. I'm going to go 75 on my 9. Going to hit a 10. I'm going to go 100 on my 5. I'm going to throw a 7. Okay. Okay, next shooter. 7 on the come out. 7 on the come out. 4 will be the point. Okay, we got to go up a level, so we're going to start at 50. Going to throw a quick 7. If you're going to throw a 7, that's when you want to throw it. Okay, another 7. So the 7s are getting hot right now, guys. Okay, there's a 10. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start this off with $75. We're on level 3. Okay, there's a hard 10, guys. I'm telling you, man. Weird voodoo stuff. We're off. Hard 6. Okay, we're going to go $120 on the 8. We're going to throw the 8. That's going to pay us $140. Okay. And now we're going to put $150 on the 9. We're going to throw a 6, which is the point. So we will be off. There's a 10. Point is a 10. We're going to go ahead and bet 200 on the 6. We're going to throw a hard 10 again, guys. I'm telling you, dude. For those of you guys that are watching me are probably scratching your head that watch all my videos. You guys are probably going, what the hell's going on? All right, we're off. Point is an 8. Okay, we're back on, and we've got to do our next wager, which is 300 on a 4. Going to throw a 10. We don't have a 10, but we're about to have a 10. And we're going to go 400 on that 10. And now there is no more betting. Okay, we're going to hit a 3, so something has to come down. That was a 3. Something has to come down. I'm going to come down on my 8. No, not my 8, my 5. Okay, here we go. Up, hit the 5. That sucks. All right, I'm going to come down on my, I guess my 10. Okay, there's a 7. Okay. Going to lose. So it's going to give you guys that haven't seen this system an example of how it's going to work as it goes up. Okay, so that's a 7 on the come out. The 7s are starting to get hot. Okay, that's a 4. Okay, we're going to start off now on level 4. Okay, there's a quick 7. Okay, we're going to go to level 5. There's a 9. Okay, level 5. There's a 12. Okay, there's a 6. Okay, that would be 175. We're going to use that to play our 8. We're going to hit the 6 again, 175. Okay, we're going to add a quarter to it to make it 200, and we're going to put it on the 9. So our 8 and our 9 are paid for. And we're going to hit the 8. Okay, that is 175. So we're just going to take 220. Okay, I'm going to put, what's my biggest bet? My biggest bet's 200. So I'm going to go 300 on the 10. Here we go. Okay, we're going to hit the 4. Dang it, we picked the wrong one. If we would have picked the 4, guys, we would have had $600 right there. Okay, we got to go 400 on the 4. We hit the 12, so something has to come down. We're going to come down on our 5. We hit our 4. That's what we were looking for right there. That's $800. Okay. All right, now the 4 is getting a little hot, so I'm going to come down on the 10 instead of the 4. Here we go. There's an 11. So I've got to come down on something here. I'm going to come down. Let's come down on the 4. Here we go. Okay, we hit the 9. We picked the perfect one to come down on. Okay, so that is $200 on that 9. That's going to pay 280. And we're going to go ahead and come down on that 9. And that was the point. So we're going to be off. And there's a 7 on the come out. We're going to be off. Okay, there's a 9, which is good because those 6s and 8s are due now. There is another 9. That's the point. Okay, we're going to be off. We do not want this to be a 6 or 8. And there's a hard 10 again, man. Jesus. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. That's why when you don't see 6s and 8s and you're on the 6 and 8, you like to see that when you're off. When you're off. Okay, we're on, so we get paid. So that 6 is going to pay basically 175. And we're going to come off of that 6. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit a 4, so we have to come off of the 8. All right. So let's do a new count. We still have a 10 point. I just want to count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we have $8,000 and $500 chips. So this is 28, 29, 30. And I'm pretty sure, guys, we can cash out. I'm pretty sure on that. So, all right, so we have $100 here, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 2,600, 2,630 now. Okay, so now we had $17,400 profit on 4 sessions, and now we just made $2,600. Guys, we are at exactly $20,000. Exactly to the penny. We're $20,000 and 30. We'll give that to the dealers. We have $20,000 profit. We're playing with $30,000. So on 4 sessions, no, today is the 5th session. On 5 sessions, we have $20,000 more than what we started with on 30,000. So we almost will be doubling our buy-in where we're free rolling the 30,000. Now that's a good business. That is a really good business. Now, if I'm consistently winning and winning and winning and winning, I don't see why it won't work at a casino. If my practice is over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So when you play this, you have to have the right buy-in, and most of you guys are just not going to be successful with something like this, because what's going to happen is you're going to have, sometimes you could get down $4,000. And, you know, I think that there might be a couple people that I know would go ahead and do something like this. There's a couple people that would copy me on something like this, because, you know, there are friends of mine that I see gamble with like $10,000 a day. So that's like, you know, they would be able to do 30,000. And once they see what I'm doing and understand what I'm doing, they're going to be like, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. That's the way I'm going to do it. I don't know if they'd be as good as me at doing it with the decision making and stuff like that. That just comes from experience. But overall, it is a good system based on you playing it like an AI robot. What you want to do too, the advice that I'd give you is that when you're up in profits and you have all the numbers across the board and you hit like, let's say a 4 or a 10, and you just made like $800 more, and you know that you're up like $2,000 or $3,000, but you still have like $2,000 out there. So in other words, there's all your profits out there. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. You know, that's where a lot of people will differ, where they're just more gamblers, and they like that adrenaline rush to see if they can hit them all like that. I'm more of a business-minded type of player, where I'm constantly analyzing how much I'm up, and my goal is to win money and walk away. My goal is not to play because it's fun or because of it's an adrenaline rush or anything like that. Now, that is a part of it. It would kind of be like you being a fighter jet pilot, and you love flying and you love the rush that you get, but at the same time, you get used to doing it and you enjoy what you do, but at the same time, you want to get home to your family. You do your mission and you go home. So that's kind of what I do with craps, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give me a big like on that one. And we are at $20,000 profit on 5 sessions.